Hey everybody, welcome to Lisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on our Orchids and Cats junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi. If I don't see myself, it's because I managed to burn myself tonight. I have a big old bandage on my finger. So, I was cooking dinner with hot oil. I was frying up a bunch of chicken nuggets in hot oil, and I don't know what I did. I don't know if my hand touched the oil or if it splashed. I have no idea. All I know is I burnt my hand bad. I'm just like, I'm so accident prone. I swear, some days. But aside from, it doesn't look incredibly horrible. It's like, I think it's going to blister, but it hurts so bad. I'm trying really hard just to keep my composure and just put on a smile and do my live, because it hurts, and there's nothing I can do for it other than what I've done, so it is what it is. But if I don't see myself, that's why. So here is our journal. We're going to try to do a pharmacy bag tonight. I hope I can do it. I don't know if I can cut with scissors, so we'll see what I can do and what I can't do. We'll figure it out. I'll do what I can. It might just be a little slower than normal. But let me go ahead and pull the camera up top. I see Dawn is on. I assume volume is okay. Get you guys pulled up on my other device here, which may or may not be unfrozen. Maybe. I think it's okay. All right, so let me pull the camera up top. Good. Let me straight. No, I'm a little bit crooked. There, that's better. All right. Thank you, Dawn. All right, so pharmacy bags. I think that's what we're going to do. So I've got a ton of them. I wanted to do one. I have a couple of things I want to do, but I'm going to start with that because that's what I said I was going to do, so I better start with the thing I said I was going to do, or you know me, I will never get to it. So, let's see. You gotta think about, I don't know if I'm just going to put it in that little tuck that we made. I stuck this in the one in front because honestly, it just looked pretty there. But I was thinking about maybe putting it just back here. At least to start with, because it will end up about this size. And I think it'll fit there nicely. So, because they're a little thick once you get them decorated, but not super thick. I mean, they really aren't super thick. It all depends on how much stuff you stick in it. But so I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just make it and hopefully put it there. Hey, Angela. All right, so let me just get this out of the way. Printed off some more pages. I made some papers too, which I'll probably give my VIPs and subscribers a copy of. I usually try to do that when I make up a paper for y'all. So I made this one. And I made a couple versions of it. So that version just has a really light background one. And then that one has it on. This is my orchid that I painted a long time ago. And I just put it in Photoshop and took all the edges off. I've cut it out basically in Photoshop. And I'll put it on this one. So I think it's pretty. I think it'll look good in there somewhere. Hey, Deborah. For you guys just joining, I have a burnt finger, so that's why I'm moving a little slow. So here's what you do. So you got your pharmacy bag. And I don't know that all pharmacy bags are created equal, but this is how the ones I get look. And you want to start, I already kind of folded that one so I wouldn't forget. You want to start from the bottom. And what you're going to do, mine have this, please recycle this bag on it. And I like to keep that. It's not always in the same place, which changes this fold. Like, I mean, look at this one. Let me zoom here. I can zoom a little, well, if I can get the camera to work right. I'll zoom just a little. I need to maybe put some tape out so I don't get out of camera. But it's always in a different place. I guess it's just the printing or whatever. It works better when it's closer because then that tab doesn't have to be huge. But I'll just show you with this one. Oh, man. So the first thing you do is fold that edge over. And that's basically going to be your tab. So if you have a closure in mind and it is a certain size, you want to keep the size of that in mind because it will go through that area. It's folded twice, and then that part becomes your front cover, I guess. Tab, cover, I don't know what to call it. So if you were going to put, let's say, this is the only thing I have close to me right this second, but let's say you were going to put something like that on it. You would want to make sure it was big enough. Okay, these are pretty big. These are wax seals. I'm not going to use them, but they're pretty. But you would want to make sure it was big enough. So if I was going to use this, I would make that a little bit deeper. Okay. I'm probably just going to use a brad or a button, so it's not going to be that big. So I don't need that to be bigger. Okay, so I fold there, so it's 2 folds down. Then what you want to do is decide how deep you want it, the actual pocket to be. But you want to leave this a little bit there. Now, it doesn't have to be that much, as long as it's like, say, 1/4 of an inch, because you want to be able to get into your pocket. And if it's really, really close to this fold, it's harder to get into. So bring it down just a little bit, but not so far down that this doesn't cover it. Okay. So for this one, I'm just gonna, this will be cut off, that little extra piece there. You can go ahead and cut it now. We'll see if I can cut with my bandages. I think I can. So I just cut that little bit off because my bag isn't even on the end. If it was even, I wouldn't bother. And then what I do is, I think there's a fold there too. So for this end, I like this to, I might even cut it more. I like this to be folded in so that this is thicker and stronger. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of figure out where I want it to come to. So I'm going to hold it up here. I'm going to look at about where I want that fold to be. Okay. So I just match it up and see where I want it to hit. And I want it to hit like a 1/4 of an inch or so down. So for me, it's going to be about there. You know, and not all bags are created equal. So I have this much, so I don't need to cut anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold that. Try to make sure it's somewhat straight. Not a huge deal, but you know, it'll work better if it's straighter. So now you have this, but this piece is too long, okay? But there's a reason for that right now. The reason is I want to reinforce that. So I'm going to take this bag and I'm going to open it up. Actually, I'm going to fold that little bit just so I can see where to do this at. Flip it up there one more time. So So fold that so that you know where you're going to. Give it a good crease. Just enough that you can see the line, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm basically going to fold that inside, okay? Now, if you can fold it all the way inside and get glue in there, you could do it all at once without having to cut it. It can be done. I think it's trickier to do it that way, okay? But it could be done. But what I like to do is cut here and here. Cut. Oh my gosh. It's very hard to hold without your middle finger. Or not your middle, but that, what is it? Your ring finger. You can't hold the scissors. To cut those two corners, and that's just going to make it easier to glue over. Let me try the Tim Holtz ones. They're a little bit lighter. I'm very shaky, and it's probably because I'm in a really great amount of pain. I'm sorry, but I really am in a lot of pain. My pain pills aren't even working. I took my normal pain pill, and I took ibuprofen. I've got so much in me right now. So we're just going to fold these edges over just to reinforce and make it stronger. So we're just going to glue it and fold over. It's a little hard to show on camera for this corner, but a little bit of glue. You're just going to have to bear with my coordination tonight because it ain't great. Fold it over. All it's doing is making sure that that edge is stronger, because this is a really, I don't have burn cream, but I do have an aloe ascorbicans plant, which is better than aloe vera. It's a medicinal aloe, and it's huge. It's like 5 feet big. But so I've got a piece of that in there. Can you see it? And it's right now just kind of sitting on it because I don't have any burn cream. I can't even use burn cream because most burn creams contain petroleum. They usually have either mineral oil or Vaseline, basically, and I'm allergic, so I can't use those. So aloe is what I have to use. I've burnt myself before, and it's usually fine within a day or two with the aloe. But it's just getting past that pain point. You know how burns are. And I soaked it in cool water, not like ice cold or nothing, but cool water for like 15 minutes, and it's still really hurting. Super shaky. All right, get in there. So I'm just folding this back on its line, hopefully. Can't tell if I'm on the line or not. Here, let me fold it this way. Alright, so all this is doing is just strengthening where you're going to have a pocket, because it makes a big difference, trust me. Don't skip it, because I think it really helps it to be stronger and not tear on you. Okay. Hey, Cindy. Okay. There. So now that part's stronger. That's going to be the top part where your pocket gusset is. Okay, so now this is what it's going to end up looking like. And just make sure that your folds are fairly straight. Just give it a little crease. Okay, now I'm going to explain why, for anyone who hasn't seen this. I did do one of these. Was it with the Nature Journal, Dawn? I feel like it was. It was with one of my journals. I feel like it was the Nature one. But it's got this double fold. I'm going to just put some glue right there. It's just the bottom part of the bag. Just don't want it being loose. The reason for having that part right there is to hide your brad legs inside there. Otherwise, you could probably get away with just folding it once. But it does help hide that, so that's what that's for. Yeah, okay. So you can figure out where you want your brad to go, or your button or whatever. I did a brad last time I did this. I think I did the bigger brads. Let me see if I can find them real quick. They're not very big, so, you know, just find the center. But I think I might try a button. You think I can sew a button on? Maybe. Maybe not. But anyway, a brad like this is great because you can put string around it and it works very well. Because it's got a nice head to it. But something similar to that. Or you can even use one of those, the type that we make all the time. They look kind of like this, but not quite, with the little tab in there. That's for something else. But you know what I mean. Any kind of a closure that'll work. Squeaky things. I'm going to leave that out in case I need it. I have a bunch of buttons though. I thought I might have like a pink one or something. So what you want to do, where's my crocodile? I like to figure out where it's going because I don't want to put decoration there. And I'm not putting that on till last. So go ahead and find your center. You can use your grid if that works for you. I like to use my grid. I'm just trying to get equal amounts here and here. And then you can just kind of, you know, guesstimate the middle. Or you can measure. I'm not measuring today. I'm winging it, okay? So that's about where it's going to go. And what will happen is I will put it through just that part, not this part. And then whatever is on the back of it, the sewing or the brad legs, you glue this to it and it hides it. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So let's see if I can find a button. And then we'll figure out colors and everything and what we're going to decorate this with. Obviously some of my kitty cat papers. I'm trying to make an idea book, guys. I have my patterns idea book, kind of. But I don't have an idea book. And it's a really good idea to have one because if you're like me, you're going to make these things, and then 2 months from now, you're going to want to do another one, and you're not going to know how because you're going to forget. So I have this. Right now it says patterns and instructions. You can't see it because I'm really zoomed in. Here, let me zoom back out a little bit. But it's got all of my ideas of things that I've done. And then I also write who I saw it for, who inspired me. And I try to keep a little sample of it in there. Okay, and I've got some different ones in here. This is like a fold out thingy. This is a zine, I guess you call it a zine. My magnifying glass slidey thing. It's a what do you call it? Antiquarian? I can't say that word. Let me see what she called it. Inspired by two people, 49 Dragonflies and Tina Goldberg. Ideas and Embellishments. I can never say her name. But it's just this cool page fold out, but it looks like that. I've done a few of those. But you know, I try to keep these things in here. This little house I saw on 49 Dragonflies. So that's what this is. This is my pocketed bookmark thingy. And then, so I have a whole bunch of things like that in here. So I have one of these pharmacy bag things in there with instructions and such. So make yourself one of these, guys, because I'm going to try to make it with it in a junk journal form. I just haven't. I was hoping to do it live. Oh my gosh, it burns. But that's the plan, is to make one. Which one's one? There it is. It's got holes in it from the staples. They'll be covered, so it won't matter. Okay, let's see. Buttons. I was looking for buttons. Oh, I got a couple of different buttons. So I think I'm going to use, let me see, I have several papers. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on this. I haven't really thought it through. This is some stuff I printed off today. It printed weird. I don't know if I didn't have it on draft. Do you see those lines? Can you see them? It made little lines. I don't know why. It usually doesn't do that to me, but it did today. Let's see. I need to get an idea of what I'm going to put on it to pick out my color of my button. Let's see. I'm trying to find some of these papers. So this is all Library of Congress. And then I've got that sheet of paper, that booklet somewhere. Oh, it's in a folder. That's why I can't find it. Seriously? There's only 3 of them. 1, 2. Sorry, it's harder for me to dig. I can only use 2 fingers, so... Oh, where are you hiding? Paper. Huh. Okay. It's here somewhere. I'm probably looking right at it and I can't see it. Alright, so there's some little things in that. I'm just going to set these things I might use. Because I want to pick out a button. I've got these 2 Dollar Tree ones. I'm sure I can find something in there. If I can find my paper. I don't think I accidentally stuck it anywhere else. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I put things away in the wrong place. It's like I'm seeing pieces, but not the whole thing. It's on the bottom. Okay, I found it. Sorry. Okay, papers. Like these because they're a little bit thinner than the other package I have. And they'll work better for this bag. Alright, so I have these papers. I'm sure we can figure out something. So, a button that will work with these colors. I don't know why I had that one out. No telling. Oh, my stay on. I only have this slid on there because it wasn't supposed to be permanent. I was going to pull it off and rebandage it. I don't know where that is. One of these is the cover. Oh, there it is. The cover's very thick. Put that over there. Alright, I don't know where that goes. We'll figure it out later. Okay, so probably this one. We got pinks, purples, greens, a brown. Brown's not bad. Not red. I don't think I have a pink. That's the reds. I don't see a... It's just not... That one's too small, I think. I kind of like this one. I think the color's okay. It's a little thick, though. It is a little on the thick side. Is it any thicker than my brad? Probably not, realistically. Nah, not really. Not that much thicker than my brad. So maybe one of those. I don't know if the pink goes as well with that. Maybe, do I have a blue one? I do have a blue one. Which way does that go? It goes that way. It's kind of blue-gray. And then I have like this navy green. That might be too big. Let me see. No, it's not too big. I don't know, maybe one of those. It does that when you're ink. I just replaced the ink though. That's what I thought. And I literally just put that cartridge in there like, I don't know, 4 days ago. So it shouldn't be my ink. I don't print that much. My ink usually lasts me a long time. I mean, I print a lot, but I don't print that much. Although I did only do the color one. I guess the black one could be low. Although it hasn't told me. Usually it tells me. So I really don't know why it's doing that. I didn't think I put it on draft. Sometimes I print things on draft, but unless I accidentally did it, that wasn't the intention. Color-wise, not that one. With these papers, I'm kind of liking that greenish one. There's a lot of greens and blues in this. So either one of those. I can decide later. They're both in there. I have more in here. I don't know what's in here. Probably more browns, and this is like my darker colors. Another green. There's a blue. Pretty too. All right. Well, one of those should work. The question is, can I sew it on? We'll see. All right. Put those buttons over there. Let's get to decorating. So I mostly want to know about how big it is so I don't put anything in that space. So the biggest one is this one. So I just don't want to put anything, you know, there. I can put stuff here or here. That's my only reason for finding the button early. So let's cover this bag with something. Now you can cover it as much or as little as you want. You don't have to cover the whole thing. I was like, that felt awful thick because it was 2 pages. These paws. I might tear it and leave a little bit of this bag edge showing because I kind of like the bag edge. If I can tear it, I don't know. We'll see. Also got that. That's pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. It's actually the right size too. All right, I'll use that. I think I like it a little bit better. So, let's see. Debating if I want to try to tear it or if I just want to come inside. It will probably look a little better torn. Although this little sewing part is really kind of cute. And I don't really want to mess that up. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut it. All right, let's cut it. So, I'm going to keep this little green stitch on there. I'll try to zoom back in a little bit for you guys. Can't zoom much because it's too hard to stay in camera. Keep that. Let's see how wide that is. I'm going to leave just a little bit of the bag show. I'm going to go a little bit off of this side. Try to, actually I'm going to be chopping the kitty off, so let's go ahead and do that part. Yeah, that's about right. even work it. I did, but it's real light. And then just a fraction more. Where can I take it from? I guess this side. I like that stitch. I'm trying to leave it just real lightly. I'm trying not to have to trim it any because it is such a thin bag. It's definitely more risky to get right to the edge and have to trim it. Okay, so there's that. That's cute. Let's go ahead and glue that on because I like it. I think I'll ink it though. Grab my ink. Husband's like, why don't you just cancel your live? I'm like, because I've been planning for it for several days. I don't want to cancel it. It's like I wasn't going to be back on until probably Wednesday. And I know you guys wouldn't have cared. You guys are always real good when I have to cancel. But if I get this thing down. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to use this art glitter glue. You could use whatever. I found this did not seem to go through last time. And I had put plastic in just to make sure, but it didn't seem like it was going through the bag because it is a very thin bag. And I remember being a little bit concerned. So I don't think it's going to go through. There are some holes, which I guess it could go through those holes. But I'll open it up fairly quickly and just peek to make sure. Sure we're not going through. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it is. Thank you, Deborah. I'm a klutz. That is crooked. I knew that was crooked. It really shows when I look at there. It's not a big deal, but it is crooked. Alright, so there's that. So that will show when it's open, but we'll put some more stuff there too. I'm going to do the back because I'm not going to glue it down. If I was going to glue this down and it was just going to be something you peeked in, then I wouldn't, but because I'm going to have it removable, I am going to decorate the back. Okay, let's see, what can I put on the back? What else is in here that's pretty? These cat paws. It's a fraction short. Might do that one. I think I'll just do this. So just leaving a little bit show. Let's see where that edge is. I'm out of camera. Keep forgetting I'm zoomed. Right there. Pen. Let's cut this one. Can't see it. I think it's there. Yeah. Okay, make sure I'm in the right direction. We should ink it. Doesn't show a lot. My bandage is not staying on. Hold on. I don't have it over here. Okay. Same thing, I just want to, okay, that's got to go through 2 layers, so that's not going to be an issue. Right there. Cute. Depending on how you decorate these, they can go pretty fast. It just depends on how much decorating you do. Now, I could cover that whole area if I wanted, and then put the hole in there. Depends if I see something I want to put on there. What do I got? I've got the hearts, I've got these little paws. I could feasibly do the little paws. That might be cute. That's not wide enough. Is that kitty cat too deep? Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, it would only be his head. That would be too deep. Okay, so not that. Maybe the paws. It would kind of go with those paws. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm pretty much using all of this Yasm paper, which is good because I was worried I wasn't going to use it. Buy things sometimes you think, oh, I'll use it, but it really wasn't getting used as much as I thought it would. Okay, so let's mark that. And then I'll have to remark my center hole. Because I'm going to cover it. This I'm not going to cover. It's kind of weird, but I like having it show. I think it's, I don't know, it's a junk journal, guys. I'm reusing something. I'm recycling this bag like it says. So I like to kind of leave it there. I don't know. If you don't like it, cover it. All right, where to put those marks? All right, I see them. Which side? Okay. Ink. These are fun. They have an accordion pocket. So the first pocket has a lot of room, and then it has a pocket behind that as well. So it's got double pockets. And if you were gluing it and only glued an edge, you could even make another pocket if you really wanted to. But I'm not gluing mine. Okay, quit yawning. Let's see. You can figure out where that mark is. I'm just kind of using it as a guide. To decide how I can sew this. I think I could probably use my waxed thread. I don't think I have any other thread over here today. The bag is folds a little bit different on that side, but it's close enough. Make sure it's down there good. That corner. Cute. It's already looking cute. So what happens once we glue that, we'll have a pocket here and then an open pocket here. So this gets glued. I'm going to go ahead and glue it because it doesn't seem to be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue with that. I don't think there's any reason I shouldn't be able to glue it. Let me just think through this real quick. It shouldn't be. Yeah, there shouldn't be any reason I can't glue it. So for this, I would suggest gluing this part and not this part. That way you know where the glue should stop. So we're just going to glue these two edges. You don't need to glue the bottom because the fold will do that for you. So just a little on each side. And then once that dries, we'll have a pocket there and a pocket there. Okay. So let's see, where's my thread and needle? I think I can go ahead and put that. That way I'll know where the button is. I'm thinking this blue one looks good. Yeah. The blue or the green would probably both work, but I think the blue one, size-wise, is a little bit better. we'll go with the blue one. So maybe some of my wax thread. Let's see, I've got a blue wax thread. Is that the blue? That's dark gray. There's the blue. I also have a teal green, which is almost the same as those feet. So either the same as the button or the same as the feet. You know what, let's go with the same as the feet. I think this blue might be a little bright. Do that. And a needle. Maybe I have one in here. Should have one in there. This is my kit for sewing on the signatures. So I'll probably put a few more things on there. I just don't know what yet. Not that it needs a lot more. All right, where are they? There they are. I got to find one that will go through the holes in that button. That's the trick. So a lot of these are very fat. I don't know. Might go through. I don't think that'll go through. Let me see. Oh, it will. Will it with thread on it? Maybe. I'll try it. If not, I'll have to go down to that really little one, which I'd rather not have to do. So just a little, it shouldn't take too much thread. I haven't sewn a button on in a while. I think I can pick that up, maybe. I don't know if I want to double it. Should I? Doubling it might be risky. Let's see if it'll go through if I double it. It will. Okay. Good. We'll double it then. If I get hold of it. Oh my gosh. Why is it so hard to do with a finger bandaged? So I'll just throw a knot there. Do I have them both? So remember, we're not sewing this part, so just this part. So you gotta figure out where the hole is. We'll just poke a hole. How many are there? 4? I'm just gonna kind of guess. About there. So I must start on the inside. Okay. And then that'll be the one of the top corners. I can hit the hole there. Okay. I'm stabbing myself. Yeah, right. Me too. Definitely. Dawn says, for anyone watching a replay, she says, you don't realize how much you actually use all of your fingers until you can't. Very true. Maybe I can find that hole. Probably not. Let's see. I'm just going to guess. It should be there. Yep. Okay. And honestly, I probably only have to do one time around this because it's just got to hold the string. Real worried about it, you could do it twice, but honestly I doubt it's needed. Probably should have left that longer so I could sew to it. No, I'm just going to come through it. There. Then I'll try to tie that off. Actually, it's going to be glued in there, so it's probably not a big deal. It'll probably hold just fine. This is going to be glued and hidden inside. So it'll be like that and like that, okay? And you just want room for your thread to wrap around. So we're going to glue that shut. Put my needle up before I lose it. might use that same twine. It's not really twine, it's wax thread, but it's pretty sturdy. So let's glue this shut. Think about what I was doing. Do I want to ink it? I could ink it. Let me think if I need to ink it now or after. Does it matter? Honestly, it doesn't even have to be inked. I'll throw some on there. Why not? Alright, so we're going to glue that. It's just going to hide that inside. Okay, now it's all hidden and neat. Okay, and we'll pull off enough to go around. So 1, 2. You could go a couple of times if you wanted, but you don't really have to. I think I'll just go about there, so somewhere around there. Okay. So now you just want to attach this to your button, and you can just tie it, or you can make a slip knot. I like to make a slip knot because I find it easier, especially today. So a slip knot, you just wrap around once, and you pull it off, and you go through that hole like that. Okay, that's a slip knot. Could you see that? Can you see it? I don't know if you've ever done a slip knot. They're called slip knots because they come back out. So around, pull it off, through. Okay? And you just stick that over the top of the button. And then pull it tight. Okay? They just pull tight. Doesn't have to be super tight. And you can cut that tail off, or you can leave it. It's up to you. And then to close it, all you'll do is just wrap it around once, like that. Okay? This is simple closure. You can put something on the end to make it cute. But now, got a pocket. Let's see if I can show you. Pocket. Pocket. Oh, I can't tell if I'm in focus. I think I am. Alright, so let's put a little more on here just to fancy it up with a kitty cat or something. Let's see what we got. Let's see. More of these somewhere. Just trying to see if I had a small thing. Got little paws. I like the kitty cat, I think. Yeah, just a little one. Alright, let me look and see what else there is. There's other things full of stuff here. I think these are probably too big. Let's peek. There's some little, possibly, a couple little butterflies and such. It's cute. I might do that. Let's see if I have any more butterflies that are a little bit better. I'll have to look in some of the other. I know I have more butterflies than this. Let's see where they are. Oh my gosh, where's the tweezers? They're not showing up super well. What about the hummingbird? I think he's too big. He's kind of big. Green one. Maybe the green one. I guess that one's green too. His little antenna's about to fall off. What's this one? I know you're a butterfly. I can tell from your shape. Turn around. Oh, you're more like a moth. Too dark. Okay, you go back in. I have no idea if this is the right pack now. It's not. These are all the 12 by 12s. Been trying to keep them in their right pack so I know where they came from to tell you all, but half the time I end up getting them all mixed up. There's a couple little cat paws in there, but they're really tiny. Okay. So I think that let's see. I had those die cuts, had a couple of butterflies, I think. Let's see if there's anything on here. If there's anything small enough anyway. I think these are, this envelope is huge. Hold on. Just try to dump them. These are maybes. These are definitely too big. Where's that tweezer? This flower is definitely too big. Cat's too big. I need to put those on a smaller one. I have it in a big one because it's got these two big pieces. There's a flower. Could put that maybe on the back. Let's see. I'm gonna pull these off real quick. Let's see if any of these work for the back. That's kind of cute. Like that. Alright, maybe that one. Too big. Okay. Oh my gosh, it hurts. Okay, die cuts. Oh, there's all the butterflies. I knew I had more butterflies. I put them in this little Ziploc thingy. It's like I remembered cutting out a billion of them. Alright, what's that one look like? Oh, that's too big. Okay. That's better. So that one instead of this one. Oh, this purple is kind of pretty. It's like a pink and blue, I guess. Maybe. Oh, that's a lot of bending. Okay. I'm trying to get this pile of them so I can see what's in here. Oh my goodness. Just pour them out. Alright, what's that one look like? It's not very visible. maybe. I don't know if I want that one. Come here. Oh, I kind of like that other one better. So maybe these two for the front. And the back could be for writing on or whatever. Leaves a little bit of space. All right, let's do that. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to get frustrated, guys. These little bits are kind of annoying. All right, there. We'll do that. Let me find my dauber ink thingy. I think. Okay. Yes. I don't know if it needs inked or not. A little. Sure. All right. Let's just start going. Okay. There's that one. Where's the other one? Was it this one? Yeah. Not sure if it looks good inked. Can't decide. It's like sometimes it doesn't look as good inked. Where's my rag? There it is. I like decorating these. I think they're cute and relaxing. Let's see if I get a little bit. It's hard to remember where to stay. I didn't put tape down. Alright, so kitty cat I definitely want to ink. Debating if I want to try to fussy cut them closer. Honestly, that white edge kind of helps them show up. Let's see. I'll ink them. I have black soot floating around here somewhere, but I'm not going to dig for it right now. He gets brown. All right. What time is it? 10. Okay. Might actually get to more than one project. Okay. Just gonna set them in the corner here. Okay, and then we'll put this little leave your paw print sign. I'm not going to ink that. It's just so light it'll look weird, I think, if I ink it. Just going to use that edge there. So it's seated. That cute. Let's see if there's something else on here. Let's see. Maybe the hummingbird. I don't know. I was kind of trying to leave a little bit of space in case it was for writing. I could put him up there, I guess. He works up there. Cute. All right, there we go. Okay. I'm trying to look at the camera and focus on that. I don't have any charms. I might have a little tiny paw print I could put on the end of that. Let's see if I do. And then see if we can fill it with things. I'm not going to fill it today because I don't know what I'm going to fill it with, honestly. I mean, I could put a couple cards in there or something. Cute. It's a great little, just a memorabilia holder or whatever. I'm trying to zoom. Am I going to zoom? I want you out. Thank you. All right. So I have those little paw prints. Let's see. And you can go either direction. You can come this way first and then around. Or if you want, you can come from the back and around. Either works. I tend to go toward the bottom. I might actually cut this tail off. I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit on that slip knot. I'm going to cut that tail off. And then I'm going to make a charm. So I'm going to do it once. And I'm going to put the charm right there. So I had those little paw prints. I know I saw them. Let me find them. Are they in here? I think they might be in this one. Let's see if that's where they were. There's one. Let's see if I can find two. There's a blue one. The set just has random pieces. If I can't find that, I do have just orchid leaves I could use. Different leaves, maybe. I'm trying to find the paw print. I even have a small butterfly. I was trying to make it double-sided with the paw print. Oh, that's not the same size. Of course it's not the same size. Of course it's not. Why would that happen? Let's see. All right, well, ouch. We're going to leave out those for now. Let's see if I can find something else Oh my gosh. I can't get them back in there. Oh, it wasn't in this one anyway. Is there more in here? There's an orchid leaf. I don't know. What else is in this? Another leaf. So I do have a couple of leaves floating around. Those are similar, but the problem is they won't be. If they're the same on the front, they won't glue together. Does that make sense? A round one would probably glue together if I could find another round one. I'm not seeing one though. Do I have one? Maybe. Possibly. There's another leaf. I might be able to glue those together. I was just trying to find something I could glue together that's the same front and back. If not, I could just leave it until I find something later. So it has to be a reverse image. I know that makes sense. I'm sure that makes sense. It looks like there's more petals in that one. I'm thinking I might be able to do it with 2 petals because I think the roundness will match up okay. Let's see. There's one. Do I have another one that size? Maybe. Aha. Is that the same? It looks really close. Oh, there's another one of those kitty cat ones. Except it's green. Would that work? I could probably make that work. It'd be green on one side, or I could do the 2 orchids petals. Got more room for glue with the cat paws. I don't think I have any other. I was trying to see if I had the same color. Is it the same size? Looks a little bit bigger. Okay, not the same size. That's the same size. Nope. Maybe it is. Alright, we'll do that one. I think it's the same size. Alright, so let's try this. Ideally, you want reverse images, but I think these are similar enough I can get away with it. If I pick up all these little pieces now. You guys are going to get tired of watching me pick up all these little tiny pieces. Okay. I might have to do some trimming, but I think I can make this work. Alright, let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Oops, I got extras here. Let me go over there. Oh, there's another extra. Okay. So what we're going to do is just glue it to this thread. So I'll put this one first. Okay. I'm going to try to see where the up is. I think I know, but this side. I've done these before. It works, but it's, you know, it's better if, like I said, if they're reversed images. These don't quite match up. Oh my gosh. But I think I can get it close enough. And then I'll try to trim it just a little bit, maybe. Maybe not. As long as it looks all right. Once it dries, it'll hold that fine. So let's see. Can I trim that just a fraction? I don't know if I can trim that fraction today. We'll see. Without cutting my thread. I'm just trying to make it match a little bit better. It's pretty close. Don't cut your thread. All right, there. That'll work. And then I'm just gonna trim that. We'll just leave a little bit of it. Okay, so there we go. We just have a little dangle. All right, so that's how you do the pharmacy bag, project, pocket, multi-pocket, whatever you want to call it. They're fun. When you get your pharmacy bags, you just got to remember not to rip them apart. I used to just, open them up and rip all the staples and the paper and everything else, and now I'm a little more careful and carefully pull the staples out because they're almost always stapled shut crazily, So that is cute. Put my buttons up somewhere where I won't lose them. And let's see, what time is it? We could do maybe one more thing. Let's see. Let me find my journal. Stick this guy in there. So like I said, if I don't put it in a pocket somewhere, which, I may make the perfect pocket for it at some point. I don't think I have the perfect pocket for it right now. I think I'm just going to put it here. And like I said, we could probably put, you could put little bits. If you wanted, you could put, a little sleeping kitty in it or something, Could put that in there. I'm probably going to use this somewhere else, but, you got plenty of little hidden spots to throw things in. Secret notes, whatever. Even these little cards I think would fit. Possibly. They might be too big. Let me see if any of these would fit. Real men like cats. Great men change the litter box. My husband does not change the litter box. Yeah, no. Let's see. A little bit big that way. Oh, it goes that way. So these will fit. You get the idea. I'm not going to put anything in there because honestly, if I sell the journal, chances are, which I plan to sell it, chances are I will throw a little bit of ephemera in there for the person to play with. That's what I'm leaning toward. All right, so that is that. And it will fit very nicely in this little tuck. Okay. So now, what is the other thing I wanted to do today? Let's see if I can find it. Got a couple of things laid out. I think. Here it is. So I have two things. One will take too long. One I will do next time, but I'm going to go ahead and we'll talk about them. Stay. Let's just move this for right now. So first thing, I saw on Heather and Jan. Heather and Jan? Yeah, Heather and Jan. She was doing on her Big Book of Ideas, I think is what she calls it on YouTube. She had one of these with note paper in it. And I was like, that's really cute. So I made some. So I took some of those papers that I have. This is just craft stock, but this is the bright vintage cardstock from Hobby Lobby. So that's where these came from. So I have a few, and then I just put my die cut hole in it for a see-through thing. So I have a couple to choose from, and then I printed out from Library of Congress a part of a book that I'm going to mix with some notebook paper in here. So that's what we'll do today. We'll pick one of these and do a little, just a little notebook kind of thingy. And then I might add a extra picture. Did I print it? Maybe not. All right. So we'll work with that. And then the other thing I want to do, which I don't have time to do it today, I'll do this on Wednesday, I think. So Frafts and Scraps, Shona, for those of you who watch her, she has her YouTube, and she was doing a little viewfinder thing. It's a viewfinder wheel. Now, she has the die cut from Tim Holtz. I don't have that die cut from Tim Holtz, but I did have this set from 49 Market that has two viewfinders in it. It has this teeny tiny one, and then it has this bigger one. Okay, the hole in it is huge. I'll have to cover that and make it smaller because I don't know why they made it so big. But and then all these pop out. Okay, like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a viewfinder wheel with this instead of the die cut like she has. And then I think I'm going to try to use this doily on it too. And then these pictures from that paper I was using today, that Yasmin paper, are going to fit in these little holes. Okay? And they fit very well. So that's what we're going to do Wednesday. I don't have time for it today. It'll take too long trying to line up all these little pictures. I will probably fussy cut a bunch of these out ahead of time because I don't want y'all to have to watch me cut these little squares. This is 12 of them. 12. So it'll take forever. So I will probably, I'm showing you because I'm probably going to go ahead and cut them out first. And then we'll assemble it all and put it in our book together. So we're going to do one of those. But today, let's go ahead and do these little notepads. I think I have time to get it done. So let's work on that. I just need some more coffee dyed paper. And then we'll figure out which one works best. I'm thinking one of the maybe more colorful ones. So I just got to find a page I might want to put this on. Let's see. Where do you think you might want to put it? I'll just grab a few of these and see if anything speaks to me. I had this one front of the book. Which one is it? This one? I feel like it kind of sort of fits. I might make this smaller. Kind of sort of fits. All of them. Yeah, it'll show enough. But like I said, I'm going to be putting it on extra paper because I wanted it. I couldn't get it to print out the way I wanted. My brain wasn't working well enough for that, so. To figure out which way, because when you're printing a book and you want it to fold and have the pages in the right spot, to get the folds in the right spot, you got to really think about that. I mean, what page goes there, what page goes there, what one goes there. It was too much. I couldn't do it. Let's just say I couldn't do it. I think I want to use a color one. I thought about using a craft one, but I really just like the color. So I'm just going to see if there's a page that these will really look kind of cute in. We'll make a pocket for it later, probably. I'm going to So no. I don't know if I can turn it this hand. I haven't decided what I'm doing with these center pages yet. Let's see, that's too like. I might end up just putting it on one of these and letting the color of the page show through. Pretty papers. So maybe one of those pink ones. I'm liking the avocado ones with it, I think. Debating how it will feed off of that page. It might look good there. So that's a possibility, because I think there's enough of those colors as well. Doesn't really matter which side it's on. A lot of these I already got pretty filled out. Okay, I think there looks good. Even here could work, because then it's got the kitty cat on the other page. I think I'll go with that, because it is a cat story and we've got the kitty cat over there. So it'd be really cool if one of these cats was named Ragamuffin or something, right? That would be perfect, but no, that didn't happen. All right, so we'll put this here. So we'll make a pocket at some point, maybe today, maybe not. We'll see. All right, so I need some coffee dyed papers. And which color do I want? I really like the way the green just pops off of there. I know it doesn't really match the coffee dyed, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I kind of like the green. All right, we're going to do that one. And I've also got other pictures that I could possibly use. They're not really part of the book, but I could still use them. So I might use one of these. I think that one's too big. I try to print several sizes, but I never get exactly the right size. All right, so let's try to make a little booklet first. And then I'll sew it in real quick with a 3-hole pamphlet. Okay, if I can function here. Okay. Time, 10:30, okay. Let me grab my papers. We're going to just turn this into something of a book. So this is page 1 and 2. We fold it this way. That works. And then this is page 5 and 6, and this is page 4. So 4 could go there. Put 4 here. 1, 2. Where's 3? Do I not have 3? Did you really not print out 3? 1, 2, 4. Really? Really? I don't think I lost it. I think I just didn't print it. What do you think? Could I not fit it on there? It's possible I couldn't fit it on there. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to think how many fit on the page when I was printing it. Okay. I have page 3 somewhere. I think. Hold on. I'll grab my phone. Do I have page 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6. Oh my gosh, quit turning on me. 4, 5, 6, 2, 1. I don't know. Okay. For whatever reason, I did not seem to print out page 3. It's there. Okay. Question is, you know what I think I'll do? I think I will just leave a spot to glue it to, and I will just put it in later. Because I'm not going to not do it, because I'm already ready to do it. So I'll make it work. All right. So that's 1, 2. So 3 could go here. 4 could go here. Let me think how this is going to work. No. I might have to do them separate. I'm going to end up cutting them all apart because my brain's not... For sewing it in, it's not working that way. All right, I'll just stick them each onto a piece of paper and make it work. That's the only way I know to do it. I can't. My brain won't make it work this way. I'm sure there's some sort of a formula or something that works, and I don't know what it is. Oh, I have 2 of that. Okay. I see. So, size-wise, I would like these to be as close as possible. I tried to get them close when I made them. I did a bunch of resizing and everything to make these. I tried to get them right. Those are good. I'm just going to glue them to a page, and then it'll have like writing space on each page. I think that's just the easiest way to do it. I do want them very similar in size, though. So just making sure they're close to the same size. They're pretty close. Okay. So let's grab some coffee dyed paper and cut straight pieces. Should I use... I could use avocado or coffee. Where is my coffee dyed papers? I don't think my mic's going to reach it. Oh, I lost y'all. I can't see you. Hold on. I closed out my thing. Let me find you again. Can't see my chat. There we are. Okay. I'm back. All right, so coffee or avocado? Avocado could be pretty mixed in there. Let's see what we think. So I can glue this to any color I want. Because I got plenty of room. I could even have a border. Do I want to mix that color in there? Or do I just want to stick with coffee dyed? Any thoughts, guys? Doesn't really matter. I have plenty of both. Do coffee dyed. Then we'll have these colors. Might save that for a background for something. It's got some stenciling on it. Alright, let's do coffee dyed, I think. Just grabbing some that are somewhat plain. Where did my stack go? Oh my goodness, guys. I had a lot of really busy coffee dyed papers last batch I did. That should be plenty. Look at that one. Kind of grungy. A lot of grungy stuff. I don't always want grungy stuff, you know? Alright, so I think if I do it this way, I'm trying to think which is the most versatile way to do it, you know, that will get the most use out of the page. Do 2 there. I don't think I can do 2 there. Right? I can only do 1. Yeah. So I can't go that way. So I guess the best way is going to be 2 and 2. That way. Okay. That's what we'll do. So we're going to cut this just a little bit bigger than our pages because we got plenty of room. See how much room we have? Plenty of room. So I would say I'm just going to leave a tiny border. I'm just going to mark it. Which way? No. Wrong way. Tiny border. These are probably not square. So there. And let me erase that real quick. Eraser. Where'd you go? You're here somewhere. You're blue. You should be visible. There you are. Alright, so that's that direction. And then 2. So I'm going to try to sew this in. So leave enough for the fold. Maybe about that much. So about there. And then I'll need however many of those sizes. I think 3. I think. So 1. This will be 1. More. I don't think I can get 2 of these, but I can get 1. I'm just going to mark it because it's just going to be easier than trying to measure. At least my finger's not hurting as bad now. It's starting to kind of mellow out. Which one is it? This one or the other one? This one? Yep. That one. I'll do, I think, 1 more. So I got 6 pages, so that should work. This is crinkly. It's a very crinkly one. Why can't I see it? No idea. It's there somewhere. Okay, I assume I cut it off. Because I can't find it. Either that or I probably wrote on the other piece of paper. That's probably what I did. You know how when you're marking and you got several pieces on top of each other? and you end up hitting the other page instead of the one you want. All right, there's 3 pieces. So this will be the signature, like so. And then we're going to glue these where they should go in the right order. I don't think it'll be too thick. It shouldn't be horrible. Yeah, I think it's keeping it small enough. I didn't want it to get too bulky. I like the idea, but I didn't want it to, you know, be crazy bulky. Alright, so we're going to take our little booklet. And I think I'm going to use glue stick for this. It's just going to be a little bit faster, I think. So these should work out. I'll see if I need to trim these any. It should fit, but you never know. Alright, so that's 2. That's 1. That's the cover. We're missing 3, so I'm just going to leave a spot for 3. I'll glue it in later. Guess I should be able to glue it even after it's sewed. It shouldn't be an issue. So cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have plenty of pages. So there's room for blank pages or pictures. So the question is, do I want the cover to have this, since I have plenty of room, or do I want a prettier picture to show through? I'm leaning toward a prettier picture. It won't have anything to do with this book, because this book had some pictures, but most of them were kind of plain, not so fancy. I think this is one from it, possibly. But I was thinking maybe one of these would look real cute coming through the window. I just don't know if I can fit. I think if I trim this one down, I can fit it and have her. She's holding a little kitty cat. I thought that would be super cute. Are you still there? My camera froze here. Let me reload it. I can't see you. Oh my goodness. Reload. Okay, there. Now we're back. What do you think? I think it's cute. She's really cute. I thought she was adorable. I'll use her somewhere. So we'll make that, instead of the cover part, I think I'll make that the first picture. So we just got to cut it out to fit the front of this. It shouldn't be too difficult. Looks like height-wise we are good. And I'm just going to try and mark it. I could just tear it. But I'm going to kind of mark where I need to be approximately. And then maybe I can tear that. You know, I'm going to tear it with my tear ruler. There's no way I'm tearing today. Let's see if I can do it. We'll do this side first. See when it's glued on here, if it's hitting in the right spot. Trying to see if it's going to be in the right spot. These might be a little too deep. I might have to trim them. They stick out more than I thought they were gonna. I didn't notice that a second ago. Oh, I don't know. They do stick out a little. I might trim them. Do I have room? Maybe. I think it's just because the middle ones are, you know, how they push out further each time. I think that's all that's happening, but I am going to trim it just because. Let me do that real quick. We're going to put this on here. Just a little bit more. I think it had to come over. Yeah. So I got to trim this side. It's tight. Height-wise, just double checking each time. Okay. All right, that'll work. This might take longer than I thought. Oh, yeah, I'm going to ink this. I was thinking glue stick, but I got to ink this first. It'll look better. I don't know that I'll ink all the other pages. I should. They would definitely look a little bit better. Cute. All right, grab my glue stick thingy. Let's go a little bit cleaner one. All right, I think we'll do this side. Oops, you guys froze again. I don't know if you're talking to me. It keeps freezing. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. We're back. All right, I don't think anybody said anything. Okay. Cute. All right, there's that one. And we're just going to skip that one. Where's the opening cover? Debating if I want to trim it. It feels like it looks crooked. I did cut it on my guillotine, so it could be crooked. It's very possible. Let's see if I can trim just a fraction off of there without ripping it. Maybe. I don't even know where that went. So I'll probably have to trim them. I really should ink them. I know they're going to look better if I do, but it's just time consuming. I don't really, it's not a huge deal. Not like waiting for Dave or anything today. So if I go past 11, it's not the end of the world. Actually, I think he is working tomorrow. Kind of forgot he was working tomorrow because he's been off because the movie ended. What is that? Is it glue? Oh my gosh. Really? Huge chunk of glue. Okay. So yeah, skipping that one and putting it here. Well, I'm going to try to put it here if I can get it in the right spot. that again. Like I said, I'm not super coordinated today. My big old bandage. Right there. So that will be there. Let me just check my pages and make sure. So if I do that there, that there, where is 2, 3 will go there, which I don't have yet. 4, 5, and 6, and that would leave just that little bit. So I could just skip this one, put that there, and then put this here, just so that there's a little more consistency. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Let's do that. Okay, so 1. It's hard to keep it together while I'm doing it because I have to keep moving stuff. I'm going to check my sizes. Make sure I'm not too big, and it is too big. They're all probably too big because I think they need to be trimmed down just a little bit. I should do them all at once, honestly. Do you think I can? I'd have to reorganize them again, but it's probably less time than cutting them individually. I don't think there's anywhere I can't cut. It looks like if I cut on the right and on the bottom, I'm safe. Right and on the bottom. Because they're just a fraction too big. Where's my blade and my ruler? Okay. So we're just going to trim off just a little. And the bottom. Much quicker. All right, now back to our booklet. See what page I'm on here. We got 1, we get that, So 4, 5, 1, 2. I'm not sure if I want to put 1 there. I think I have to put 3 there. Let's see. If I put 1 here, I'm seeing if I have enough to not do that. 2 there, 3 there. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I have to double up on the page. Okay. That's fine. We'll double up on the first page. I hope y'all like this. It's a little different, you know. I just thought it would be fun. Have a little booklet, a little story. It's just like one chapter from the story. This is a story that's on Library of Congress. Anybody can get it. It's an old story. It's from, I want to say 1894. I could look at my phone and tell you exactly, but I feel like it was 1894. But it was cute. And I read it. So there's nothing, nothing bad. It's a kid's book, obviously. But some of them, let's just say they called the kitty cat something that we don't typically call kitty cats anymore, that I didn't want it to say. And a lot of them said that. I'm trying to find 2. Oh, there it is. So I did not want a story that said that. I'm not inking these. It's just going to take too long. And I don't think it even shows up that much. So this one was nice and clean cut. A clean cut children's story. But you wouldn't think you'd have to. Right, this glue keeps going under. Oh my goodness, glue. Really? Keep wiping it off my fingers. It's challenging right now. I might put powder. This bandage is, I think my aloe has shrunk. And it's trying to fall off. I might have to pull it off. Let's see how. I'm hoping it doesn't blister too much. But I think it's cute. It's a cute little story. It's a little sad. I feel like it was a little sad. Where's my rag? Oh, there it is. There. Okay, 2, 3 can go there. Let's see, 4, 3, 4. Yeah. 3, 4. And then I can decide if I want to skip a page for 5 or 6 or just leave extra pages in the back for maybe for writing or something. Maybe I'll just do that so it's more consistent. But 3 is going to go there. I don't have 3. We'll put 3 in there, I promise. I'll put it in there. See if I can get this glue to not be everywhere. Right direction. Make sure everything's the right direction. Yeah. The hardest part is lining this guy up. Kind of straight. Oh my God, that burns. Yeah, my aloe is totally shrunk up. That's what the problem is. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all saw me do that. I know you did. Were you yelling at me? Hold on. I might be printing 4 up too. Oh. Lord have mercy. I will be printing 4 up too. I totally stuck 4 where 3 went. All right, I'll print 3 and 4 up. Let me try to get this glue off, kind of, sort of. It'll be fine once I cover it up, but I don't want it bulky. I was hoping I could peel it off, but I couldn't. It wasn't fast enough. Trying not to go through. I'm not going to risk it any more than that. All right, 3 and 4 will have to be printed. Oh my goodness. So, put that aside. 5 and 6, let's get them on the right page. Oh my gosh. I think I can do this, guys, I promise. I'm not doing great tonight. All right, 5. Can't believe I did that. Well, I can. 5. Y'all aren't saying anything. Am I just missing conversation? I have no idea. All right, 6. I'll get 3 and 4 on there later. And 6. You're exhausted. You're calling it night. All right, hon. I will catch you later. hold on. Can you slide it? No. Really? Gosh, usually I have more working time with this glue. I'm not doing good today, guys. I don't think I can move it. Maybe. Come on, release. No. It's just not gonna. Thought I could get it to slide. Alright, it's gonna have to be close enough. Either that or I reprint that one too. I can't believe I got it on there so crooked. What? I'm trying to get it to peel. It's really crooked. This isn't necessarily working out like I thought it would. Don't tear. Come on. All right, good enough. Let's see if I can get it on there straight. It's very hard to get on there straight. I don't know why, but it is. I think it's just me, and I'm working with a little bit of an issue tonight. Okay. There. Whew. I don't know why some of these printed out really pink. It's very strange. All right, so make sure I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 is trying to stick together. Let's throw something in there. Grab some acetate or something. I'm just going to stick this in there just in case. So that'll be 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Maybe I'll just powder it. Cannot believe I messed up 4 too. Well, believe anything tonight, guys. Where's my embossing powder? I just don't want this to stick together while I'm waiting on getting those pieces. I'll do them in just a bit, but just for right now, I'm just going to powder it. Okay, so it won't stick. So we have an extra bit in the back, but that's okay. It's fine. It just gives a little bit of a writing space in the back. It's like just those 2 pages, so not a ton. Alright, so we're going to put that in with the 3-hole pamphlet stitch and we'll be done. And I'm not going to do serious measuring or anything. Just double checking my story. Cover 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. 3, 4. I should have done that. 5, 6, and then just writing space. All right, so I'll open up our signature. Of course, it's sewed with 3 and 4, and it's going to go in here. For this one, normally I would, punch different holes and everything, but we're not doing that. We're just going to go for it. So we're just going to do it all together. So we're just clipping it nicely seated in there. That should be enough, honestly. And then grab some thread. I'll punch 3 holes. And 1, 2, 3-ish thread. And a needle. So for 3-hole pamphlet stitch, you want to have it kind of closed, just a little bit. Find your center. Okay, close it, push it through. Okay, So then that makes it come out right on the edge there. Try to remember to stay over here. All right, and then, so there's the one hole, and then the other one you want about 1 inch from the side. Punch through. Same thing over here, about 1 inch. Punch it through. All right. Thread your needle. I haven't done a 3 in a while, but I think I remember how. Oh my goodness, that's a little one. Let's see if I can get it in there. Okay. All right, so you go through 1. Leave yourself a little bit of tail. I don't think I needed this much thread, but that's okay. And then you go through either up or down, it doesn't really matter. Through there. And this one you want to go through the very top, so you skip the middle, you go to the very top. And then you come back through the one that you did to start with. And you just want to pull your thread the opposite direction so you don't split it. Okay, pull that through. And then you've got your little bridge. Like I said, I have way too much thread. You got your bridge, so you want to be on each side of your little bridge. And just give it a little tighten. And knot it. And that is a basic 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You can make a bow, you can just leave the strings. I'm just going to leave the strings on this. Hang down like that. Okay, and then I will put 3 and 4 in there later. And that will be our little kitty cat booklet. Little story. And then I might put something here, maybe a label or something. But it's cute, right? It's not quite finished, but you get the idea. Pretend 3 and 4 is in there. Okay? So cute little mini booklet. It should flatten out pretty good once it's in there for a bit. And that'd be cute. All right, that is it, guys. That is my live for tonight. I will be back on Wednesday. I may or may not do Stencil Sunday. I haven't decided. David is off, so we'll see. If I am, I'll post it and let y'all know. But if not, I'll see you guys Wednesday. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care. All right, bye-bye.